Hi, second graders. Today we're going to continue talking about measuring area, but we're going to do something a little different today. So what I've done is I've put out 16 colored tiles, 16 green color tiles, 16 yellow, and 16 red. And we're going to use those tiles and see how many different rectangles we can make that have an area of 16 square units. So remember, when we're finding area, we're measuring the inside of the object. And in this case, we're measuring the inside of rectangles, and that's our area. So let's start with these green tiles. Well, we know it's got to be a rectangle, so let me ask you this. Would it work if we just put them in a straight line? If I just connect all these rectangles, what do you think will happen? What do you think it's going to look like? Well, now that you've seen it, is that a rectangle? It sure is a rectangle. It's a long, skinny rectangle. But how are we going to know if it has an area of 16 square units? Well, we can count. And we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we can say this has an area. The area equals 16 square units. Now, do you think we can make a different looking rectangle that still has an area of 16 square units? Well, let's try it. Okay, are you ready? So we can't put them in a straight line again because we've already done that. So this one's going to have to be different. So let's just put some together and see. Okay, could I stop there? Well, first off, is that a rectangle? No, it's not a rectangle. What if I add these two? Do I have a rectangle now? We sure do, but is it a rectangle with an area of 16 square units? Let's see. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on top and 6 on bottom, and we know 6 plus 6 is 12, so nope, not yet. What about if I did this? Would that work? No, that's also not a rectangle. But look at this. Can we decide if this has an area of 16 square units? We sure can. I'm going to count it a little differently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are you noticing? Do you see these groups of 2? So could we just skip count? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Always have a hard time with those 4s. 16. So what is the area of this rectangle? Again, it is 16 square units. Do these rectangles look the same or different? They look different, but they have the same area. So we have another one that has the area is equal to 16 square units. Now guess what? We could actually take and turn these shapes and it would still have an area of 16 square units. Okay, well, let's look at the last one. Are you ready? Well, it has to be different than these. So maybe we need to make it where it has more rows. So what if I do, is that a rectangle? It is. Does it have an area of 16 square units? No, because when we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it only has a square unit. It only has an area of 8 square units, and we need it to have what? Yes, 16 square units. So maybe I could do this. Does that make a rectangle? No. What could I move to make this a rectangle? Oh, you are on it today, second graders. We could just move these 2 down here. Ah, this is a special kind of rectangle. Did anyone notice that? This is a square because all the sides are the same. Well, let's count and see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are going to be in the next row? 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we know we're just increasing it by how much? 4s. So we could say 4, 8, and what's 4 more? 12, and then 4 more is 16. And we can always double check. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this also has an area of what? 16 square units. So they all have the exact same area, but they take up a different amount when we arrange the squares differently. So that's just something to think about. It's kind of a fun thing to do. Anytime, you have some little square tiles, get yourself out 12 and see how many different ways you can make a rectangle that has an area of 12. You can do it with all kinds of things and numbers. All right, so you're really doing a great job on this, y'all. You're getting the hang of it, and you're seeing and you're remembering that area is the amount of space inside an object. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day.